whoever chose the housemates for Big Brother this year needs to be allocated a different job, because it's not even drama, it's just full of cunts. Big Brother USA Season 27, Episode 25 and 26. I'm just finished watching Episode 26 and I am riled up. Like, I used to have serious anger problems. I meditate. I managed to stay pretty calm. But watching the end of that, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Swear to God. I don't know how Keanu is holding his shit together. I'd have fucking lost it. So anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Episode 25, it's the HOH competition. They've to look at the pictures, the videos in the memory wall and remember them. And it's down to Keanu and Kelly, and I'm thinking, right, I'm happy for any of them to win. Keanu wins. Great. Totally happy. Love Keanu. So I actually didn't know who he was going to nominate. I knew he wasn't going to nominate Rachel because he's still trying to be in an alliance with her, because they two are the biggest targets in the house. I didn't really know what to expect. I kind of thought he was going to nominate Ava, Ashley and Mickey. But when he was talking to the housemates, he was honest and he was telling people if they were up for consideration and why he was going to put them on the block. So when he told Vince that he was considering putting him up, Vince again, please don't put me up, please don't put me up, please don't put me up. I wouldn't do this to you, you can trust me. And what dimension and what reality and what universe can anybody trust Vince? He's a compulsive liar. He can't keep a secret. He cannot be trusted. Like, he's just a dick. He thinks that he's got this great social game. Anybody who actually liked him or was actually on his side, he either got rid of or he aided in getting rid of them. So what the fuck was he expecting? Now keep in mind that I have seen every single season of Big Brother USA, Canada, UK and Australia. And never in my life have I ever seen a house full of such pretentious fuckbags. He told Mickey that he was considering putting her on the block. And she's like, obviously he's considering putting me on the block. He finds me a threat. Or is it because the two of yous are not aligned? Or is it because you put him on the block? No, it cannot be that. It cannot be the obvious. It must be because she's a threat. Of course, he must be scared, dear. Mickey, she needs to go. I must say I was surprised that Morgan was Keanu's target, but he's saying that she's the brains behind all of Vince's decisions, which isn't necessarily true. He told Rachel that she was safe and he wouldn't put Ashley up, even though he despises her, and I was like, me too. Me too, Keanu. And you know what? I actually didn't despise Ashley that much until the night. I just found her a bit annoying, a bit an inconvenience. But Keanu made it clear to Rachel, I don't like Ashley, and I'm only not putting her up because she's a number for you. So Keanu ended up putting up Vince, Morgan and Mickey, and I didn't know how I felt about it at the time. I still don't know how I feel about it now. And he put Vince up to teach him a lesson. But to be honest, Vince has backstabbed everybody in that house, so I can see why he done it. He says that Morgan was his target and Mickey's like, well, if she goes, she goes. But I was honestly expecting a bigger move for Keanu. Episode 26, and Keanu's decided, right, I think Vince has learned his lesson now. I think we should take him down for the veto. So he goes to Kelly and Lauren, and he says, if you win the veto, will you take him down? And I'll put somebody else up, right? So Lauren's like, great idea, right? He's a number for me, whatever. And Kelly's like, aye, nice one. But Kelly's in the diary room saying, you know what? I don't think I'm going to do that because Vince has backstabbed me too many times and now I can do it to him. Rachel's worried that if somebody uses the veto that her or Ashley will go up. And Vince has made it very clear to Rachel that he's not going to put her up, but obviously there's trust issues because he kind of tried to get her out last week. Whoopsie. So Mickey's saying to Will and Ashley, oh, if you win the veto, like, take me down, you'll put somebody else up. But Ashley and Rachel are thinking, probably not the best idea, because if you come down, we could go up. This whole episode, Will's just like, He's just thinking, as long as I don't go up, I don't give a fuck what's happening. Lorne and Kelly get picked to play the veto, and Keanu's like, yeah, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Best case scenario, right? He thinks he's got this down. One of them's going to win or I'm going to win, and we're going to take Vince off the block. Did it go to plan though? Does it ever go to plan? Very rarely. It was time for the veto, and they had the person on for last year, and I can't remember her name, but she was sitting eating the cheese and meat, and they had to stack up the charcuterie board before it got knocked over. And Morgan's like, I have to win, I have to win, I have to win. She's manifesting it, right? I must admit, it did look like quite a hard challenge, but that's one of the things that keeps falling over, and the more it gets knocked over, you're like, oh, for fuck's sake. And you just start losing your shit. But she had to keep it cool, and Morgan ended up winning. I was shocked. Vince said several times in this episode that Keanu putting him up on the block was a mistake. Is he fucking for real? Is he for real? Does he know the people that he's sent home, the people that he's nominated, the people that he's promised he was going to keep in the house and went against them, the lies he's told, the people he's backstabbed, and he's got a cheek to say that Keanu putting him up was a mistake? I would have never have put him up. Just because he says it doesn't make it true. He tells that many lies that he doesn't even know when he's telling the truth himself. Rachel's doing absolutely everything to keep her and Ashley off the block. She's making him lasagna, and I must admit, right, that lasagna, it looked amazing. She's telling him to put Lorne up, she's being nice to him, you know, but Rachel's only nice to people when she's getting something out of it. But Keanu wants Vince to stay, so he's like, do you know what? Rachel wants Lorne up. Let's tell Morgan to use the veto on Vince, and I'll tell her I'm putting up Lorne, but then actually we'll put up Ashley. And at first Morgan is like, yes, good plan. But then, after sitting thinking about it, she thought, do you know what? I think Keanu might be lying. Maybe I should just use it on myself. Now, honestly, I think that Keanu probably would have put up Ava as a replacement nominee. But Ashley, for some reason, decided to go and speak to Keanu. Now, keep in mind that she's a lawyer. And the way she spoke to Keanu in that conversation and expected to stay off the block is fucking mind-boggling to me. I cannot believe it. Oh, if you put me up, I'll come after you. It's the attitude. I'll come after you. And he's like, you threatening me? No, I'm just speaking facts. If you come after me, Rachel will come after you. The only reason she's speaking to him like that is because she thinks Queen Rachel or Regina George is going to save her ass. And it's pathetic and it's embarrassing to watch. See if I needed a lawyer and I needed a lawyer, right, for free, and I walked in and it was her, I'd be like, no, take yourself to fuck. Do you know what? I'll defend myself. Because you are a fucking child. If she hadn't have had that conversation with Keanu, she probably wouldn't have went on the block. Then, when he spoke to Rachel and he says, look, I might put Ashley up, and then she was kind of threatening him as well. And Keanu was like, well, fuck around and find out. And he was considering putting Rachel up, and I really wish that he had have. So Morgan took herself down and Keanu put Ashley up. And that entire performance, the more she was speaking, and Keanu was just standing there like, are you done? Are you done? Are you done? And Rachel says, don't speak to her like that, Keanu. Who the fuck are you to tell him how he can speak to people when she speaks to every single person like shit? The two of them are an absolute cunt. Do you know what? Cunt is one of my favourite words. And when I say it, I really mean it. But they're not even cunts because they're actually rancid bitches. To call them cunts would be a compliment. And she's like, oh, I'm finished when I'm saying finished, Keanu. It would have took every ounce of strength that I have within me to not knock that bitch out. And I just need her and Rachel and Mickey to get to fuck. But mainly her and Rachel because I can't. They're actually wasting this season of Big Brother for me. Because I simply can't deal with that many cunts in the one house.